Today we're going to be installing a new mod for the GameCube called the Flippy drive. Now this is my unmodded GameCube and I don't want to do anything that will break it or damage it in any way, damage the shell or remove the disk drive. I want it to work as it does now. So we're going to enhance it with the Flippy drive, which is a new optical disk emulator. It lets you play backups from a micro SD card. All you need is a Flippy drive, which is under $50, pretty reasonable. There's no soldering involved. There's no case modifications involved. We just have to open it up, put a ribbon cable in, put it back together, and we should be done. So let's see how it goes. So in the Flippy drive package, we should get some bits and bobs we need. So there's the actual Flippy drive PCB. Get this ribbon. We get this little plastic piece. If you're removing the optical drive completely, which we're not, you can use that to plug the hole, and you get this little bracket here which is going to hold the PCB in place. Again, not destructive. This all fits in place nicely, no soldering required, so this should be pretty easy to do. So the first thing we need to do is remove the 4 screws on the bottom of our cube in the corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. This isn't a Phillips screwdriver, this is a game bit, one of these ones. If you've opened up SNES cartridges, Game Boy cartridges, those kind of things, one of those. So yeah, you need a game bit. It's a size 4 game bit, and yeah, we'll just take those out very quickly and lift the top off like this, and lift the insides, and you can see in here we're now going to be undoing 10 screws on the RF mount. So dig out on the edge and around the edges. We can just lift this off. I think this lifts off. There we go, just leave that there. And now we should lift it. Nice. With that bit off, it comes off cleanly. Place that to the side. So you see here, this is where the optical drive attaches, and this is where we're going to be putting our ribbon cable along here, and then we're going to fit the actual bracket that they provided us in the kit on this side, like that. Now, so we need to just fold along the lines and make like a W shape. Okay, so I've got it folded like that. I've made like a W shape in this, and then we're going to put it in this port, and then we should have to fold this down. Then this little gap in the corner of the shield is going to be where this cable pops out. Just thread that around there. See, there's our ribbon cable right there. The drive's back in place. Has a little slot here, so you can store one of your screws, because we're not going to need one of them. So when if you ever want to reverse the mod, you've got your screw handy. We're going to fix this, the RF shield now. It just goes there, and you put 2 of the screws you took off earlier here and here. So I'll do that now. And now we're going to put all the other screws on the RF mount. With the shield now fixed back on, we're going to take care of mounting the actual Flippy drive. And then lower that tab. That looks good to me. There. Pop our SD card in here. Which way does it go? And then we just have to put it back together again. We have currently got a disc in here, so this is Mario Kart, and I'm going to boot it up. I've configured this to start in bypass mode. You get the option, you can either boot straight to its UI, Cube Boot, or you can boot from disk using bypass mode. I've done that for now, and when we boot this up it should use our disk, so it's all load up and go into the game I've just put in. So Mario Kart Double Dash should start. Nice. And I assume if I take the disc out and put it on, it should just boot to the GameCube memory card screen, I imagine. Yep, so this is all fine. This is working good. Now, if I hold down X on the controller when we boot, we will instead load up to this boot menu, and here we can update the firmware, booting on board DOL, so that's like the you'll either boot the GUI for Cube Boot or Swiss, which is built in. Yeah, if I go into this and we just look at we'll look at Swiss first, because Swiss is the one that I'm used to and most people probably use if they've modded the GameCube. So there's Swiss. You can see I've got all my files on my SD card, and Game Boy Interface. The Game Boy players in here, so we can load Game Boy Interface as well from here. So yeah, I could just show that working. Let's just load Game Boy Interface first, because that's just cool to run on here. So yeah, that's should boot Pokemon. Nice. That's working fine. Turn it off again, boot with X, and this time we'll go into the Cube Boot DOL, which is like a special interface they developed for this Flippy drive. Eternal Darkness, we've got our Game Boy Interface can be loaded here in Mario Sunshine, so let's just try loading a game from the SD card. This looks legit, doesn't it? This is really cool. There we go, we're playing a backup game from the SD card. This is actually the NTSC USA version here. And it seems to be working flawlessly. Yeah, I'm really liking this mod. It's non-destructive. My GameCube works with my CD drive still works on my GameCube, works with Game Boy Interface and other DOL files you install. Yeah, really good. The only issue I had was with video modes, because I've got this screen that goes on top, and it only supports 50 Hz. So for some reason, the Flippy drive would only output in 60 Hz, so I got like a flickering screen. I assume that's something that can be fixed on the software side, so I've reported it on GitHub. Hopefully the team will look at it and they can do a patch for it. But yeah, if you're just using a TV that supports 50 and 60 Hz, it works flawlessly. Really simple to install, took me like 15 minutes. Something you might be interested in doing. Hope that was helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to follow for more.